Hey guys, it's Steve with Futures and Charts, and it's Tuesday, the 27th of January. We're just about to the end of this month and we'll be starting a new one soon. Which brings to mind that the February contracts are going to be going off the board, I believe, tomorrow, and we'll be looking at March from there out. Um, so the so the nearby contracts futures prices were way up yesterday. Natural gas was way up. Heating oil was way up, but it had to do with the storm and the disruptions in supply short term. So I was just looking at a news article here, and it said that estimated up to 2 million barrels per day, or 15% of the U.S. output, were temporarily shut in due to the extreme, conditions. So obviously that will be temporary, and things should straighten out. Like the March futures didn't really they went up, but they didn't shoot up like the February stuff. So that's just telling you that things are probably going to settle down some, unless of course the Iranian thing flares up more, since now that we have a much bigger presence over there. So they're hopefully the Iranian leaders will not do anything stupid. So because that would push oil prices up, and I don't think we need that at this point. And we don't need to have people just losing their lives over stupid leadership. Um, so anyway, that's what we got going on in the markets today. But we need to have a look at the charts like we always do, and see what they're trying to tell us. So let's go have a look.
So as you can see from the overall, energy complex here, the crude oil is up 62 cents. Diesel for the March contract is flat, and pretty much all of it is. So I was going to show you, this is what February did yesterday. So there's this trend line here that's been going for a while, and I honestly kind of wondered if we'd even get up that high, but just for the end of the month and the thin trading that goes on at the end of the February contracts, it shot way up because of the weather. And so we'll have a look at the March, and you can see that there's quite a bit of difference in how that traded. So it just kind of got up to this previous high back here, which on an earlier video I kind of thought maybe might be a head and shoulders pattern, where this might start to trim downward here if nothing happens in Iran. So be interesting to see how that works out in the chart. So let's see, we'll take a look at the crude oil here. Crude oil, like I say, is up a little bit today, 64 cents. It does kind of look to me like we could be, we've had this downtrend here. We broke the downtrend, and it almost looks like we could be going with a little bit of a cup and a handle here. So if we break above 62 and close above 62, that I could see that we might head up to that $64 range, and that, maybe that's telling us that there might be something going to happen in Iran. So I don't know. It's obviously it's futures, so nobody knows, but it's just something that could be developing here. These patterns happen over and over again, and if you look for them, they can be some help to you to understand what could be happening in the future. So anyway, that's what I got for you in this one, guys. We'll just sorry about that, hit the wrong one, meant to go here. So we'll just take one more look here. Yep, we're still 64, 65, and diesel's up just a couple ticks. So anyway, we'll check back in with you on Friday and see how things are, and see what happens. Of course, then we'll see what happens over the weekend. Hopefully nothing crazy will happen over there in Iran. So all right, guys, thanks for watching Futures and Charts, and we'll see you on Friday.